or
No,
whatever.
you're a
whatever
bad
you, and then
person
you say
because you
you're trying to
don't pay
protect
back your
people
debts and
from
you try to
me.
squirm
I
your
paid
way
back
out of
everybody.
owing people money. No, you have
I
not.
owe
Stop
somebody
lying.
over
I'm not letting you
200K. I
talk over
paid
me
them
anymore,
back.
Maurice. Maurice, you owe people money. Period on the dot. You're
You
not
keep
paying
using
them.
the
You
people.
want to
That's good.
squirm and
Keep
wiggle
using
your
people.
way like a worm
Yeah,
out
there
of
you
all
go.
these
That's the
debts
true
so you
host
don't have to
right
pay people
there.
money.
It's the PokerNews Podcast.
Maurice, thanks for, I know you're not excited to talk to us, but I appreciate you taking the time to do it and taking us up on the invitation.
Yeah, no problem.
So we are currently recording, and as agreed, we won't edit anything, and it's on the record, and you're chatting with us here the day after we released, the day that we released the episode about your bankruptcy. I'm assuming that's one of the things that you want to talk about, or what has inspired you to finally chat with us?
I think that there's a gross misunderstanding about me, my life, my past, and pretty much everything to do with me. And normally I just don't care and I let people just talk, but it's getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand, and it's getting to the point where it's kind of hurtful. At the point that I feel like people at this point are just piling on. You don't see the things that's said about me on Twitter. You don't see the things under every post. You don't see the way people disrespect me in person until I have to get them straight. You don't see anything. All you do is just see your aspect of it. So normally I just don't say anything. I sit back and let people talk because opinions don't matter. But when you start making opinions fact, it gets problematic for me, and that's the reason.
I mean, I will say one thing we do see a lot of is you sharing on Twitter or on social media and awfully, oftentimes boasting. And one of the things we did talk about on the show and wrote in the article is you seemingly got off to a good start this year, and you had good years, career years in 2025, 2024. So a lot of people do see your success. We see you winning the rings. And so there are a lot of just questions out there about why you keep finding yourself in the situations that you do, why you might be filing for bankruptcy, why you haven't made right with Randy Garcia in that settlement situation. So I don't know.
So let's speak on the first thing you said. You said Randy Garcia. Um, when me and Randy got started, he was backing me. He loaned me some money. He went through some kind of life troubles where he told me that he couldn't back me anymore, and it was mid-stake. I said, okay, I'll figure it out. But at the time, I had still owed him some money. I told him just give me 2-3 months, and he told me, okay. A month went by, and he said, send me 20,000 or else. And he did exactly what he said. The or else was run to the media and act like I was
When
getting
was this,
over him.
Maurice?
That was years ago.
Okay.
That was when we first started. That was like 6 years ago when it first started. The second thing is, me and Randy did make a deal, and COVID happened. During COVID, I was sending him 2-3 thousand. I remember because my wife was sending him money that we really didn't have. I was playing cash games, sending him money, and then he got another backer, attorney slash debt collector to call me and threaten me and do everything. You guys are white knighting these people as if he is a white knight or as if I'm doing him a great injustice. At no point did I ever just not want to pay this guy back. At no point did I ever try not to. And then let's just go to current day. Current day, I'm at the beginning of the year, I tried to make it so that I wanted to clear up everything. I want to reset my life and get back in the start. And keep in mind, the last on when we made the agreement, I sent him 2,500. I have the Venmo to show you. And then the next month, I sent him another 2,500. And then I told him that when I go to Tunica, I know I'm 6 days behind. I'm going to send you the 2,500 and catch you up on your agreement. At no point did I say anything other than the fact that I'm going to pay you and catch you up. I was like 6 or 7 days late. Okay, come to find out, he hits me with a garnishment. He doesn't respond to my text. He doesn't ask for anything. He simply says nothing, and he goes straight to a garnishment situation. And I feel like you guys are white knighting this as if he's just this great person. But if a person is consistently trying to pay you back and sending you payments and saying that, when I hit the score, I'm going to pay you, I just don't really understand the narrative.
Well, I guess I feel like what you're saying is disingenuous, Maurice. I feel like you owed him.
Well, how is it disingenuous if I made payments?
No, let me just speak. We let you speak completely. Let me just get this out because it seems like there was a court judgment for quite a bit of money. you guys had decided on Twitter to do less than that. It seems to me, and I don't know Randy Garcia. He could be a piece of shit. I have no idea. Seems like a nice guy to me. I'm not 100% sure. But what I do know is the courts say that you owe money to this man. He's
right. And you know what? And And the truth is, I do owe him some money. But I didn't go to I was young and I didn't go to court and show the papers or the documents
How old are
of what was real and what wasn't. I didn't show up because I didn't understand the law. And I'm
Maurice,
better
you're
at that.
you're an adult.
Bro, at the time I was 20-some years old. You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
I understand what you're saying, but you
not understand it. Like,
no,
it
it's not
doesn't
about.
matter.
I've made mistakes when I was younger too, but you're on Twitter telling the man that you'll pay him less money than you owe him. You made an
He
agreement, and
agreed
it seems
to
like
it.
you're
He
not going
agreed
through
to
with
it.
it, brother.
He agreed to it, and
he
I
did.
made payments.
He
I
did.
made
No,
payments.
Maurice,
And
what
that's
you're saying is accurate, and I agree with this. But the straight from it is in the agreement. You said you would pay him by the 30th of every month. You
I
did.
understand it, and life comes up, and I
Agreed.
wasn't able to. And I
But-
sent him a text and told him that I was going to make good once I hit my next score. And if that is not enough for a person to understand that a person is trying to pay you back, then I don't know what else is.
Are you saying
I
that you
mean-
don't currently owe any other backers any money?
I don't owe anybody any other. You guys always say that thing about backer things. The only person I've owed is Randy Garcia.
What's
That's
your
why
situation with Cody Stanford right now?
he backs me. What are you talking about? That's
I
my
don't-
brother.
Yeah,
he backs
I know.
me. Yeah, so I don't see what the problem is.
There's no sort of you guys don't have any sort of outstanding issues right now that you're trying to make better.
He's one of my best friends, and he backs me. We are
Yeah,
good.
that's a political answer, Maurice.
I don't know what political answer you mean. You say outstanding issues. What are you talking about? What does that even mean?
How much in makeup are you into Cody right now?
None of your business.
Okay.
How about that? It's none of your business what I'm doing.
That's fair. If you want to say it's none of my
That's
business,
fair.
I'm
That's fair.
just saying.
Just like the fact that you said I owe backers money, and just for a second, just so we can make this really, really clear. Golfers have backers, poker players have backers, and we have expenses, and people pay their expenses, and they pay their money, and they provide for their family, and they provide for their kids, and they play poker or they golf. I don't understand why is it criminal to try to do it all in the same time and have a backer. Nothing's wrong with having a backer.
It's not
yeah.
criminal. It's not criminal to do that,
Okay,
Maurice. But
so-
let's be fair. You owe money to people, and you're
I
not
know you
paying
keep
them.
saying people though. You keep saying
Okay,
people. And
well,
that's what the problem is.
let's-
What people?
Clearly,
Tell
there are people listed on your bankruptcy filing,
Right.
so
Those
we don't
are
need to
people
get
that
into
I've
it.
owed them. Yeah. So
Sure.
So there's no backers that I owe money. I owed Randy Garcia. I had a situation where I needed to pay him back, and I was paying him, and he ran and got a garnishment while I even tried to communicate with him. But yet you guys are white knighting this guy.
Well,
It's
I
not
don't think it's white.
yeah, I agree. Let me just talk real quick, Mike. I don't know Randy Garcia personally. I've never met him in person. I've obviously been in communication with him over the course of several years with this story, right? And I get what you're saying, but if I miss a house payment, I can't go to the bank and say I'll get you next week, right?
I understand it. I understand it. But if I play poker for a living, right, and I make money playing tournaments, and if I tell you that when I win, I'm going to straight tighten you back up and get back on track, and 6 days later you go and just do a garnishment, then you don't want to try to. You're not trying to work
Bro,
with
it's been
anybody.
years.
Well, yeah,
It's been years, bro.
It's been
I
years,
understand
and let me get this point in there too. He sees you, as do all of us, the poker fans. You've cashed for $217,000 in 2026. In 4 months, you've cashed for more than most people make probably in their poker career. You're having a great year. Why haven't you been
Because
able
the
to?
agreement was for me to pay him the $2,500 money, which I was doing.
But
And I
that's
had
something-
other expenses as too. And now I'm in a reset of my life, trying to get back started so I can be steady and stable. And that's the reason why we are where we are now. Now, anything past that, if you're saying you don't understand, then you just don't understand. You're not trying to understand. And then on top of that, you, Mike Holtz, and your friend there, be talking about a bunch of things that aren't factual. You
Can
say
you
a
give
bunch
me
of
an
things aren't
example?
factual. You say that I'm out here scamming people. That word is going around. I haven't scammed anybody. So that word scam
You owed
doesn't
Randy
even apply to me.
Garcia so much money.
That's
and
not
you,
a
and you-
scam. I did not scam him anything. I got
Expl-
behind on some payments.
Can
I
I
got
just talk
behind
for
on
1
money.
second,
He
Maurice?
quit me, and then I owed him money. Where is the scam?
Maurice, you owed him a
Where
sum
is
of
the
money.
scam?
I'm going to explain it to you if you let me talk. You owed him a sum of money. You made it incredibly hard, impossible for the man to collect it without legal recourse. You then offered him on Twitter a sum that was quite a bit less. But then you missed a payment.
I missed
and now
one payment for 6 days, and then he filed a garnishment.
And
that doesn't make you a victim, though, Maurice. You're the one who missed the payment.
I'm not saying I'm a victim at all.
Okay.
I didn't say I was a victim. I'm
So
just saying that he's
it's
not
coming
trying to
across
work with
that
me at
way.
all either. For a person to not communicate with me and just go straight to garnishment, it means that he's not a victim either.
If we ask Randy Garcia that he hasn't contacted you, he's not going to provide us with 7 million messages.
He didn't contact me at all. He's not a victim. He didn't respond to my text. He's not a victim. So if the victim is this, you guys stood up and post and say, oh, such and such, not going to bring up any names, has a family, such and such, these things. But why is that energy always different with me? Why is the energy so different with me?
Can you give me just like a specific example?
All right. Let's put it like this. You guys obviously only see me as this cocky, arrogant guy that's out here scamming people. That's the narrative that you push. Now, first, I am cocky, obviously, and it's proven. But that's not the point. The word scam is not what I am. And on top of that, it's not my identity. And on top of that, I haven't scammed anybody. So whatever questions you might have, I will answer. But that's the only part I want to get across, that I don't like the fact that you keep using this word scam.
Well, why do you think you deserve to pay Randy Garcia a penny less than what he was originally on?
Deserve anything. If a man has an obligation to someone else, and then they say, you know what, I will take less. That has nothing to do with me. Or it only has to do with what he's willing to take.
You don't think you forced his hand?
If I've had people owe me money, and I've gotten 60 cents on the dollar, and I accepted that. So why is it your cause or your reason to say that I should pay him more because he accepted that amount? And you're still moving the goalposts.
No, Maurice, yeah, I get what you're saying. You shouldn't. If he agreed for you to pay $30,000, then that's what you should have to pay. But if you broke the agreement, which you broke the agreement,
I broke the agreement because I couldn't pay it.
That's fine. I'm not blaming you for that. Stuff happens.
So what are you saying then?
I'm saying
I broke the agreement as if I had the money and I didn't pay him. I'm saying
you can't be angry with him that you broke the agreement, so he's going to the next recourse of garnishing you.
I'm not angry at all. On my own thing is, if someone owes you money and they tell you give them 6 to 7 days, you would wait to 6 to 7 days until they're able. If I had the money and I said, you know what, I'm just not going to pay you, then that would be different. But that is not the case. I paid him the money when I had the money, and then now I didn't have the $2,500 to pay him. And all he did was go straight to garnishment without no contact.
Well, let me ask you this question, Maurice. Coming back off back-to-back career years, having won $217,000 in this year so far, how do you not have $2,500 to pay him?
Because I live in South Florida, one of the richest states in America. I have 6 kids, and I have a life, and I have a family. And maybe I spend money here and there or wherever that I shouldn't have. And maybe I need to be better with my finances, but that does not make me a scammer.
Let me finish this real quick, because I do have some timeline and some receipts. So for Randy Garcia, to understand his perspective, and I don't mean to be white knighting him, but putting myself in his position, right? You won your 24th ring on April 4th for $17,000 in Chicago and Elgin, not far from here, right? On April 5th, Randy messaged you, can you please send payment for March now? And you said,
so you seen that message? Did you see the message that I sent afterwards?
Yeah, well, it says, I will be sending it in full by the 12th, via Venmo, same address, thanks.
So I was still working on it.
And he waited until the 13th and said, never received anything yesterday.
And then I sent him a message that said, I don't have the $2,500 and that I will be sending it once I get it, make it in Tunica. I mean, I don't really know what else you want me to say. I understand everything you said is factual. Everything you said is factual, but there is also a ledger of what I got going on in my finances in my life that are factual as well.
Well, you could argue that his situation isn't dependent upon your hardships in your life. He's owed this money and he wants it.
It's not about his hardships or my hardships. It's about what I can and in the moment be able to pay. And I wasn't able to pay, therefore I did not pay. And when I am able, I will pay.
You can't have you shouldn't be surprised that people view you in a certain light then as a bad actor in the poker world.
Listen, I don't really care if you don't like me. But the fact that you're trying to say that I'm scamming people is inaccurate. And the fact that you're trying to say that there's people out here that I owe money to is inaccurate.
If
Because
I
it's
owe you
not true.
$100,000
It's not
and
true.
I
You
refuse to
you
pay
focused on
you,
one time, one
Maurice.
situation.
Well,
that
it's
I
not
had-
one
of money.
time in one situation. It is a repeated. We can talk about
No,
Denise
because
and Denise
you
Pratt's
white-knighted-
situation.
But you white knighted Denise Pratt, and now she's on Twitter saying I scammed her when I went to litigation, and then her and whatever jungle dude tried to switch it up and say that she backed out, and she didn't back out. It was proven that I did nothing wrong, and even then you didn't post saying that I did nothing wrong. You didn't
Because
post the fact that
that's disingenuous and wrong, Maurice. Like we
okay.
have.
How about this? You didn't post that I did not take her money and I did not use her funds for what she explained, and that was the truth. And you didn't post the fact that she told me to go home, and you didn't post the fact that she was belligerent with everything that she said from that point on, and you didn't post the fact that she fabricated most of her story. But all you do is white knight. You white knighting her too. I mean,
can I just
I
say
just
something?
let me defend this. I disagree
sure.
because we did post. We in fact posted in full mediation settlement reached in Maurice Hawkins'
but
financial
this-
dispute with poker. We put the actual letter that is signed by both you
Yeah,
and
but-
her, which you
right.
agreed to, by the way, not to make public. You signed a legal document saying you would not make it public, but
Chad,
you did.
On top of that, you're a journalist or whatever it is that you are. You understand what tones and you understand the way that you present things can lead people down. And then on top of that, although you posted that, not you and your friend host, I don't know what that guy's name is, but you were on there still degrading me, bro. And you know that tone was like that. But yet all you do is try to defend it. And it's not right. It's not right because I had one business deal with Randy. Didn't pay him back in a allotted time. He threatened me and he got white knighted on that. I'm doing whatever. I've been trying to pay him even through COVID. And even now, it's still as if whatever case. But you're still saying I'm scamming people, and that is not the case. And no matter how many times you try to say these things, and I will answer anything you want to say, but you don't have anything other than the fact that I owed Randy money and I'm paying him back. And he goes and does everything this whatever. So, I mean...
Well, let me just say first. Listen, Maurice, I appreciate you coming on here. I really do. I have a lot of respect for that. Okay, we wanted you to come on here for quite some time, and I'm appreciative of that. Most people would not come on and have a dialogue. Here's what the issue is that you go on Twitter and you're bragging quite a bit. You're acting like you're the greatest poker player of all time. You have all this money.
But I am though. I am a legend. I am a legend. No matter how much you try not
at
to
poker,
act
you're
like
great at poker, brother.
I am a legend. I am a legend. You try to. My stats don't lie. You already know that.
No one's attempting to discredit your live poker skills.
You just said that I'm boasting about whatever. But at the end of the day, I win poker tournaments, and after I reset my finances,
but you understand. Let me just say this real fast. But you understand when you post and you say, "I'm up 80,000 this year. Fuck all y'all. I'm on the high haters."
That I cashed for 80,000.
Right? No,
that's true. That's true.
Sure, whatever it is, you're portraying someone online who's making quite a bit of money and is very successful.
I am cashing for that amount of money.
I listen. I'm with you there, brother, and I respect your game as a poker player. We're not talking about your poker player skills. You have the most rings of all time. Everyone knows you're a fantastic player.
I'm waiting on you.
I'm trying to explain to you that, Maurice, when people see you boasting online and bragging about how good you are, and then they see that you owe these people money that you admit you owe.
These people. You keep saying these people. Say
Denise,
when you owe Randy
Garcia.
Don't stop saying these people. There's no these. There's just Randy. So stop saying these. Because you still don't have
Cody
other
Stanford.
names.
Okay. All right.
Cody Stanford, what? That's my friend. And he backs me. What are you talking about?
And I'm sure that arrangement's going to end up really good for Cody, okay?
He's made over $500,000 on me in the last 3 years. What are you talking about? And he got paid his money. What are you talking about?
Do you think
that's fantastic stuff.
Hold on. Do you think your situation is going to change now that you have filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy and the garnishment situation that is currently in effect? I think as a professional poker player, that's a big deal.
I think that resetting my finances and putting my family on a good foundational footing is going to move me forward in a positive light. Yes, I do think that.
Do you think that because obviously you filed, that doesn't mean that it's going to get granted. Are you going to continue to play poker professionally? Because obviously that's your career, and I assume the answer is yes. But it could be a very hard argument to convince a court that you are bankrupt, can't afford $2,500 a month, but you're going to be firing tournaments around the country.
I just think that, Chad, that you don't know the law and you don't know me and you don't know my finances. So therefore, I can't answer that question.
Well, are you planning on? Do you think that the bankruptcy will come out where you don't have to pay Randy Garcia any money?
That's what bankruptcy is where when you have to reset your finances, everything is
Right, but you're at the
thrown to
same
the
time
side. That's
posting
what
on Twitter
many people have
bragging
done.
about how much money you've
Trump,
made.
our president, has done it.
Giant
And
piece of
many-
shit too.
I
Come
mean,
on.
I
What
mean,
are we
it
talking
doesn't
about?
matter though. Everybody else has done it. So why is it that always a big bad cloud? I can go over many multi-millionaires that filed bankruptcy before. 50 Cent. I can go over. What is the point of this whole conversation? In the fact that, I filed bankruptcy, I'm resetting my finances, and that's a bad thing.
The point of the matter
I mean,
is,
that's
Maurice,
what
you
you're
could be
saying.
beloved. Everyone could love you in the poker community. You have
Nobody's
24
gonna love me
rings.
because of the tone and the way that you go about
No,
presenting.
Maurice, it's because of you,
your tone.
your actions.
Hey,
Yes.
listen, I don't really want to be loved by people. I just want to play poker and play the game I love.
Do you want to be
provide for my
respected?
family.
There's a big
Respected
difference
like
between
what?
respect and love. Respect of your peers. You want to be a Poker Hall of Fame. One of the criteria is the respect of your peers.
Listen,
Not saying that
I'm
you
never
are striving
gonna
for
be in
that,
the
but
Poker Hall of Fame. I'm never going to be in the Poker Hall of Fame.
I mean, if you played the
the
situations differently, you very well could have been.
but it's okay though. I don't need to be there. In 100 years, none of this is gonna matter anyway. It's all a construct. At this day, nothing's gonna matter. So your respect, somebody else's respect, doesn't mean anything. Only the respect that I really care about is my friends and my family. If you choose not to respect me, that's okay. If you choose to respect me, that's okay too. Because my power didn't come for you. And therefore, I'm okay with how you feel or how you view me. And I am a good person. And everybody that knows me know that I'm a good person. Although you might say what you want to say, you might believe what you want to believe, and you might write what you want to write. I've been a good person from the point. I was a 4.0 and 3.9 GPA, captain of my football team, came from the inner city, strived to do the best, got a scholarship, moved on. I've been the best of the best and been straightforward to everybody in my life. And I've had hiccups and I've had problems, and everybody has been in these situations where they want the best version of themselves. And now I'm moving forward. All I see is repeated conversation about the same instant of a bad decision in my life.
Yes,
That's all I see.
it's not that, like, Maurice. It's not that we are inventing this out of thin air. Like, it is a news
It's the
cycle. It's a
same
story,
thing, bro.
but it's a story that will never die until there's resolution.
It's gonna die
Here-
because
It's not going to die, man. Listen, this cloud is going to
It
hang
doesn't
over
matter
your
what
head
you
for the
say.
rest of your life, man. It's every time people see, they're going to be he's a piece of shit
nothing can
scammer.
hang over my head. Let me
do you
make it real
mean?
quick to you. Why nothing can hang over my head? I'm going to continue to play poker. Check. My family's going to love me. Check. I'm going to continue to provide for my family. Check. I believe in my God. Check. I don't really care anything past that. I don't really understand I don't care. You know what the problem is? A lot of people follow dogmatic beliefs that everyone else's opinion is an opinion of themselves. And that is not how I live my life. And you don't,
that's fair.
and Mike, like you stated that you don't care, and you think I'm a piece of this and a piece of that. That's okay with me, bro. You know why? Because you don't even know me, but yet you say you do because I had an instant with Randy, and you sympathize with
Maurice,
someone
it's not that just one incident. We know you through poker. People know you. You have a fan base of whether people who like you as fans or love to hate you, whatever the case may be.
It don't
Like, you're a
matter. Okay,
personality in poker,
Okay,
so people know
my
you.
personality is okay. My personality is straight at you and aggressive. No problem. Check. I'm that person. My personality is getting under your skin and playing poker against you. Check. Guess what? That's what poker is. My personality is not one to be favored by most people. But guess what? It's my personality.
What you
I don't need
understand?
you to like me.
You understand that it does sound to me like you want to be liked. You wouldn't
Yeah.
be on the show right now.
It's
trying
not
to
about
explain
wanting
yourself.
to be liked. I just don't want to be lied on.
But no one's lying, Maurice.
Okay,
No,
you
no
are
one's
lying because you said at no point did you say Maurice was paying Randy $2,500 every month. Randy decided that since Maurice was late 6 to 7 days, Chad had the information, but yet did not
So
post
then
it.
you declared bankruptcy, and you're
you
not going to pay him.
But you're not listening to what I just said.
I'm
Chad
just saying
had the
you are trying to
information
get
that
out
I
of your
was paying
debts.
him,
You are trying
and he
not to pay your
decided to go
debts, and
straight
you've
to the
never
courts.
tried to pay your debts. Maurice, you keep talking
How
over
am I
me.
not trying if I made payments, bro?
You're
That's what you're not
filing
listening.
bankruptcy
Okay,
to not pay
okay.
him.
I never.
You're moving.
I
You're
want to
moving.
disagree
You're moving.
too, Maurice. I did say that you had made payments to him. We did talk. I talked to Rogan Chabra about that. That
dude's
you know
a
that
joke.
there were payments made. So it's not like we're denying that. You defaulted on a payment, and Randy, as is his right, decided to go the only other option. If he felt he wasn't going to get paid by you and that he was going through the same old thing that he's been going through for years, he decided, all right,
Bro.
I'm not doing this again.
Bro.
I'm going to go for the garnishment.
If he wasn't gonna get paid, I wouldn't have sent him $1. If he wasn't gonna get paid, I wouldn't have sent him money when the world was shut down during
You're
COVID.
filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy, dog.
Now
What are
I
you
am
talking
because
about?
I need to reset my finances. You're right.
And I'm
You're
with that.
100% right.
I'm with
You're
that.
100% right.
But you
and,
just
and
have
that's
to.
great. And you can talk about that all you want, but at the end of the day, that is a legal right that I have.
I'm
It
with
is,
you,
but
dude.
do you-
I'm
did-
with
so-
you.
There is.
I don't really understand.
If you file for bankruptcy, many people have done it. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but it's hard to boast that you are a successful poker player. That you are.
I am successful. I've been playing for. The thing is, it's kind of
You're
like this.
bankrupt, Maurice.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Let me ask you a question. This is a real simple question. If a person provides for their family for 25 years and then they go bankrupt, then they wasn't successful for those 25 years? I'm just curious.
This isn't about if you're successful. This is about the fact that over and over again throughout your career, you're looked at. Dude, you just talk over us the whole time. Can you let us talk, Maurice?
For 25 years.
We give you the respect. Can you just let us talk?
Because you don't ask the questions.
No, well, every time I ask you a question, you start interrupting me in the middle of it.
I won't. I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
Okay, you owe people money. More than you've listed 12 plus creditors on your bankruptcy. Okay, you have you owe your backers money currently. You're getting your things garnished. Okay, you're online talking about how you're the greatest poker player of all time when you're playing ring events in the Gulf
Coast. Does that make you feel some type of way, folks?
Brother, I'm just trying to help the community be protected from people like you.
Protected from what though? From what? From the fact that I'm boastful? What are you protected from?
It's not vocal, Maurice. It's you. You can talk to people who have dealt with you in the past, Randy Garcia being one, Denise being another. There's two different examples, two very different people who come away saying that you are a bad person to work with, that you are a bad actor, so to speak.
And these are not the first two people.
That's great. That's great. Okay.
I mean, everything over the last 6 years suggests that. No?
I just think that you're focusing on one situation and you're making a big deal out of it. But that's okay.
It's either one of two things. No. Either you're not the big
it
dog that you put yourself off on Twitter, or you're. It's one of the two, brother.
The fact that I boast on Twitter about me winning is the truth because I do win. And the
no,
fact
it's
that
a
you're
bluff.
trying to say that
you're
it's
pulling off a bluff,
thing,
brother. What are you talking about?
No, the bad thing that you're trying to just say that because I filed bankruptcy, I'm a bad guy, or I'm not successful because I filed bankruptcy, or whatever.
No, you're a bad person because you don't pay back your debts and you try to squirm your way out of owing people money. No, you have not. Stop lying. I'm not letting you talk over me anymore, Maurice. Maurice, you owe people money. Period on the dot. You're not paying them. You want to squirm and wiggle your way like a worm out of all these debts so you don't pay people money. No, the true hoax is that
because you just want to.
I have the balls to say it to you, Maurice. Everybody else is a pussy.
You want to not like me, and I accept that.
I want to like you. Are you serious? I wish you had a redemption arc. I wish you came out and say, "I'll pay everyone the money." Bro, no, I want you. It would be sick if you came out and you were like, dude, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I owe the people the money. I did this.
I already said that.
But you're not. But you're not. There's caveats in there, Maurice.
It's one thing.
Caveats.
Mike, let me douse it a little bit. It is one thing to say that you've made mistakes and admit to it. It's another to take responsibility for it, right? And that you did at the beginning of the year for sure when you struck this deal with Randy, and
I still was taking responsibility. And he started going. Let me ask you a question. Now, this is a real good one. And you guys are real intelligent people. I actually believe that. If I have a family, right, which I provide for, and many other families, and he has a garnishment for $100,000, right? Follow me on this road. If he garnishes all of the money that I make, then how do I live?
You should have thought about that before you didn't pay him the money, man. That's not on him.
That is not a good answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can just fuck over whoever I want, but I'm providing for my family, baby.
That shows you are as a person.
No, Maurice, I think
let's ask the poker community. Let's see who they like more in the poker community, you or me, Maurice.
So don't worry about my family. Don't worry about me.
I'm not worried about your family.
Don't worry about how they're going to eat. Don't worry about how the lights are going to get paid.
They're eating on all stages, apparently. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing.
You know what, Maurice? Let's just make you don't have any income for the next 6 months.
No, you're corny and you're a liar. You're a liar, Maurice.
You're
a liar.
That's the show started. I'm done with the conversation. Good.
It's that mentality though, Maurice, that I think does come off as playing the victim. Is what about me? What about my family?
Why don't I try you? Why don't you try this, Chad? Let me ask you a question. I'll ask you the same question to see if you can see through the clouds. If I have a family and me to provide for, and I owe $100,000 to Randy Garcia, it's not really 100, but if I owe him $100,000 and he garnishes everything I make in a casino, and I play poker in a casino, how do I get to live for the next 6 months?
Are you going to apologize to Randy Garcia?
Let me flip the question back on there.
Answer my question.
What if Randy Garcia, and it's hypothetical, right? We're talking hypotheticals. What if Randy Garcia is relying on that $100,000 so he can raise and feed his family, right?
But that's not the way it works, though, Chad. You're not answering the question at all. You say basically you don't. You saying you don't care, and I get that. I think
you
don't care.
No, I do care. I would suggest that
you don't care
you should.
You don't care because I'm boastful.
You should have.
Boastful's fine.
I thought it was a great
like
deal
boastful.
that you had arranged for yourself to pay $2,500 a month with the amount that you claim to win in poker, and what we do see on Hendon Mob and your results seems more than reasonable that you should be able to pay $2,500 a month on time, right? And if you can fail to do that, I do think that is a you issue, not a Randy Garcia. I don't fault him for. He's been going through this for 6 years.
No problem. I get it. I mean, I hear you, brother. No problem. I mean, okay. I mean, if you don't understand the fact that I have a family and I need to be able to have money.
I do, but I don't think you should hurt other people in the process of taking care of your family, Maurice. You hurt other people.
I'm not hurting anybody.
You are hurting.
I made an agreement with him. I was making payments every month, and he decided to go all the way to the left.
That's fine, but financially you hurt him. Personally, you hurt Denise as well. You were friends with her.
I didn't do anything with Denise because Denise is a complete liar, and you guys just white knighted her too. But it's okay. All I ask you is this: tell me where I scammed someone. Just waiting.
You owed what's his name?
That's not a scam, bro.
If you owe someone $100,000,
someone money. And you making payments. A scam is when you
owed him $100,000 and you eroded him to the point where he thought he was going to get no money, and then he had to try to get 30%. 30%. You're going to interrupt me because you know you're wrong. If you don't think you're wrong,
you don't answer my question.
Let me talk then. I'm telling you. You're asking how you scammed. You owe the man $100,000 in court. You refuse to pay him in any way, so you offer him the sweetheart deal of a lifetime for you. You get to pay 30 cents on the dollar, and then you miss payments, and then you try to file bankruptcy to get out of paying Randy Garcia. That's scamming, man. I don't see how it's not.
Scamming is whenever you design to steal money from someone, or you fake emergencies in order to fraud, and I did not do any of those things.
I don't think that's the definition of a scam.
Once you look at the definition of a damn scam, that's not a scam.
I think the definition of a scam is you owe someone $100,000 and you're not trying to pay him.
that is just called that I owe someone money and I'm paying
How much money have you paid Randy Garcia in total? How much in total?
Roughly 20-some thousand, I would guess.
And how much did you owe him originally from the court judgment?
From the court judgment?
From the court judgment.
Yeah, and I'll defend Maurice on this. He's right. The court judgment is for $115,000, but the initial amount was less than that. It is because he did not show up in court back years ago that it ended up being a default judgment in Randy's favor.
So what was the original amount for then?
I don't know.
Between 20 and 30,000 for sure.
If it was between 20 or 30 only, and you paid that exact, I just find it hard to believe that it'd be $115K.
Listen,
whatever
man,
it was.
I don't know how
30.
many times I can tell you that I went to court. There was a judgment. I didn't show up, and I got filed. I learned from my mistakes. I've been trying to pay the man back. I got a family. I got a life, and I've been doing nothing but trying to make it all work. And yet, all you want to do is focus on the fact that I missed a payment, which many of Americans do, and everybody does.
Of course.
And you want to focus on
those
the fact
Americans
that,
are not bragging about winning hundreds of thousands of dollars
At
online.
the end of the day, Mike, it's okay. You're not going to like me, so I accept that. We don't even need to talk.
Listen, it's not
I
we're
could end up
harping.
liking you.
It's
Are you
not
serious?
the story that we reported isn't harping on you missed a payment. That's part of the process. The story was you filed for bankruptcy, which you did. That was your choice, and that's fair. Like you said, millions of people probably do that. But
of course,
that is a part of this story, this narrative that we've been following for 6 years.
Is there anything else you wanted to ask me? It's been 7 years. Is there anything else you want to ask me, bro?
I mean, you're the one who reached out to come on, accept our invitation, come on the show, which I'm very appreciative of. So I would ask you, is there anything else that you feel you want to say or that needs to be addressed?
I mean, every time I say something, you minimize it. So I don't really think that I have much else to say because it's cool. I mean,
I think
at this
minimizing
point,
it isn't fair, though, man. I don't think it's minimizing it.
it is because Mike, you're pontificating. I think that's where you're talking from above, bro. Because I've tried to talk to you straightforward, ask you questions, and all you do is focus on one thing and try to bring it in from a different angle.
I've answered your questions, Maurice. You asked
No,
how you're a scammer. I
you said
told you
scammed
exactly
him.
why you're a scammer.
This would have been a scam. A scam would have been if I would have took his money, said I played, and then didn't play. That would be scamming someone. I did not scam him.
That's true. That would be a scam.
He loaned me
totally
money.
right.
There was makeup involved, and now I owe him money. Ain't nothing of that a scam.
If you
no
say
matter
you're
how
going to
you
do
look at it.
something and then you take
Now,
my money and then you
Mike,
don't do it, that's a scam.
Mike, do you have bills, bro? What you pay $2,000 a month?
It doesn't matter how much I pay, but
But my
of course
point
I
is,
have
you're
bills,
trying
of
to
course.
pretend
Yeah.
like you don't understand people have a lifestyle.
Oh, I
But
want to.
it's okay.
No, I understand. No, people struggle 100%, and the economy
about
is
the
terrible.
struggle,
I get
it's
it.
about the
People
fact-
have to. No, Maurice. The fact is that you're right. People have to file bankruptcy. Bad things happen, and if you came out
And
and
that's
said,
what happened. And that's exactly what happened. So
Maurice,
I don't
if
really
you
understand this
can
conversation.
I just say this? If you tweeted and instead of saying, you said, "I'm sorry that I owe people money. I have to
I
file.
don't
I
owe
had to
people
file."
money. You keep saying that word, people.
You owe
Stop
Randy
saying
Garcia.
That.
You
Stop
went.
saying that. I don't
There's
owe people
a
money. Stop saying that.
bankruptcy where you owe you owe your ex-wife money. You owe Randy Garcia money. I don't understand. Those are
man.
multiple people.
Listen, bro. Good luck, man. All right, whatever, man. Hey, keep reading then. Keep reading all the list.
I don't listen,
Yeah,
Maurice.
go
I don't
ahead.
care about that. Just
Enjoy
listen to
it.
me. This is not for the people. This is just for me.
Yeah,
and you.
bro.
Do you
You know
understand
what?
that
Everything you say, they're gonna bash me online, and they're gonna tweet out, and they're gonna disrespect, call me race slurs, and everything else.
And that's fucked up. No one should ever do that. No one
No,
should
but
ever
they do it
that.
all the time.
And that's
okay,
fucked
though.
up.
But it
That's
all
not
comes
okay.
from you.
It's not
It all
okay
comes
for
from
people to do that.
like you. That's how
No,
I
it
feel.
does not, and that's absolutely unfair of you to say. I keep
Unfair?
it as straight as possible.
You're
No.
not keeping it straight because I asked you questions. You never asked the question.
Can
He
you
did
tell me
answer.
the question? I didn't answer. I mean, Maurice, if you went online and just said, "I'm sorry that this happened. I want to be a better person," which is what you're saying.
I
You're
already
saying,
said that I made
Maurice,
mistakes.
I hope
What
that
else you
after
want me to
this,
say?
Maurice, I'm rooting for you to do better. I hope you do better. I
Do
hope
better. I made a mistake one time. You keep saying better. Like I didn't screw over nobody. You keep saying
So you're
better.
telling? Okay.
It's
come on,
going to
man.
be a case of agree to disagree because there's not going to be consensus on it. There are certainly people in the poker industry who feel that they have been screwed over by you, right? That we publicly talked about many times. We don't have to rehash it over and over. I will say that, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us. The invitation has been there. It's been back and forth
cool.
for a while. And
I hope you guys have a great day then. I mean,
Maurice, I hope you do better, and I hope that this can all be turned around. I hope you pay what's owed to the people owed, and I hope you never have debts again. And I hope you do well in poker. I hope you make the Hall of Fame. That would be sick, man. I really think that you have the most rings. You have a great live presence. You've got a great personality. You could do so much with this, and instead you're going down a path where people just hate you for it, and you can change all that, man.
people
You can change
hate
all of
me
it.
because I had a bad business deal.
No, people hate
hate
you
me.
because you're untrustworthy, and you've been.
I'm
you've been proven-
untrustworthy with Randy, right?
But bro, listen, I didn't have any time to research all the 2+2 things, but you act like this is the first
2
time
plus
this
2,
happened.
and you know what? All those pages on 2 plus 2, they all say the same thing. He's a scammer, but they never use names. It's strange, ain't it?
I don't think that's true, Maurice.
It's called a herd mentality, is what it's called. Let me help you out. People just piling on things they don't know to be.
I'd be willing to bet
It's
that
okay,
in 1
though.
year, if
Let me-
in 1
let me
year, I'd
ask-
be willing to bet that if we had Cody Stanford on, he'll have a different
Why do
story
you
in a
want
year's
to go
time.
get
I could be
Cody
wrong.
Stanford
Maybe
on?
I'm
What are you
wrong.
talking about? That's my backer. What do you want?
I know.
from that?
I know.
So what you want to talk to him because you're searching, bro. You're searching for something that's
I'm
not
ser-
there to validate.
Dude, I don't have to
your comment.
search. Searching, I could.
All right,
Finding
it's cool,
you
bro.
being a piece of shit is
You
like
know,
finding
the
a
fact-
rock on the
the
ground
fact that
outside.
you say
It's
that shows
easy.
exactly who you are, bro.
No,
You want that. That's what you want. It's okay. Enjoy it. What you gonna say, Chad? So I can start talking to you.
Well, I lost track. I know that we talked about trying to keep this to 40 minutes prior, and we're right about there.
That's cool.
I mean, I do appreciate you coming on, Maurice. I've told you this time and again over the years when I've covered this. It's not personal.
Well,
I'm simply updating the story.
I found if I don't come on, you just let people spread lives, and then you got your guy down here and his little friend who just all they do is just keep talking about opinions like they're facts. So I try to get ahead of that. Talking about opinions like they're facts is not right. So that's why I came on. So
Well,
there you go.
The invitation is there for the future, and obviously it's a story we've been following. We'll continue to follow as it makes its way through the bankruptcy court, and yeah.